Muy buenas gente, ¿cómo están? Espero que estén muy bien. En esta ocasión les traigo cómo desbloquear paso a paso el final verdadero. ¿Cómo es este final verdadero? Bueno, pues es con este último DLC que nos entregaron gratis en el juego de Blasphemous. Les voy a ir mostrando y explicando poco a poquito cómo desbloquearlo. Básicamente es muy similar al final bueno que ya hemos hecho, que podemos hacer normalmente en el juego, solamente con unos pasos extra. Este primer paso es el más importante o de los más importantes, y es importante, me refiero a que sea lo primerito que hagamos al momento de querer hacer este final verdadero. Cabe recalcar que este final lo podemos hacer ya sea en un juego nuevo o en un juego nuevo plus. Yo en esta ocasión lo estoy haciendo en un nuevo juego plus, pero si van a empezar una nueva partida también se puede totalmente. Vamos a empezar. Tenemos que encontrar el escapulario incompleto. Tenemos que ir aquí a esta zona que les voy a mostrar en pantalla y tenemos que encontrarnos a esta estatua.
Penitent one, you stand before the tomb below which my name, Perpetua, rests. And with it, a body vanquished a long time ago. Although we were already introduced through the wounds of our confrontation, the audacity of your faith now gives us the chance to meet once again. A meeting behind the back of a miracle that ends up knowing all. The wounds of our first confrontation healed long ago. Even then I could see how unyielding you were in your purpose, and that nothing would cause you to waver. Such is your strength that my brother Esdras, convinced that you will commit crimes against the Church, has asked for my blessing to prevent you accessing such a sacred place. Penitent one, I have seen a different path for you, whose ultimate destination is neither the forbidden nor the sacred places kept behind the high walls of Mother Church. Rise above all that, above even the halls of the dream. This voice of mine is limited. It cannot disperse all the invisible mists that tangle up the truth and mislead us. You must meet with my brother. He will be waiting for you on the bridge that leads to the door of the holy visages. Take this scapular, whose sheen will tell him you have my blessing, and before which he will surely fall to his knees, as he loves me deeply. At that moment, my soft whisper will reach his ears, beseeching him to assist you. Go fearlessly, penitent one.
Sister, I know you are there. Even if I can't see you, hear my plea. After your departure, it is now my turn to prove I'm deserving of our captain's trust. I will not fail, Chrysanta, and may the greatest of pains devour me if I let the penitents through this door. On your guard, penitent one. that elusive light? It can't be her. Is that true, sister? Is this really the sublime light of your virtue? So, you have received the much esteemed and blessed favor of my sister. With her blessing, she has given you the ability to hear her noble voice, full of grace. Penitent one, meet me in the chapel where guilt was given shape, where you were anointed the Penitent One, and where you knelt for the first time. It will be in this remote place that my sister will hear my plea, and will send her voice to me once again.
Muy bien, aquí normalmente cuando nos encontramos con Esdras, que es el hermano de la mujer que está en la estatua que nos da el escapulario incompleto, pues normalmente ahí nosotros lo enfrentaríamos, tendríamos un duelo contra él y ya pasaría a otro tipo de cosas, pero como parte del DLC, como nos da este objeto clave, nos permite pasar sin pelear. Es por eso que yo les digo que el paso 1 es muy importante, porque al no pelear o al no encontrarnos con Esdras, al tener este objeto clave, básicamente ya no podemos continuar con el DLC. Y esto lo vamos a ver porque, así como estamos viendo en pantalla, vamos a ir a este lugar que es también parte nuevo del DLC, y aquí nos vamos a volver a encontrar a Esdras.
Virtuous Penitent One, this was the place where your sword was born of guilt itself, bringing pain to the flesh as the soul could suffer no more. The voice of my sister, may the glories protect her, recited verses to me as tender as they were wise, her words revealing a different destiny for you. Further away, although not in distance, woven in shadows, though full of light. I have been guarding this key for a long time now. It will open the door behind which lies that which the holiness itself condemned to eternal reclusion. But I no longer have the power or the words to describe it. Head for the library of the negated words. There you'll find the keeper of keys, although the one I am entrusting you with is missing from his collection.
Muy bien, gente, para el paso siguiente vamos a tener que pelear con dos nuevos jefes muy emblemáticos aquí en el nuevo DLC de Blasphemous. Mi consejo, recomendación es que esto lo hagan ya casi al final, o si no es que al final, básicamente ya al hacer el paso anterior que les comenté, ya pueden continuar en el momento que ustedes quieran. Esto háganlo un poquito ya al final, porque la verdad es que sí son jefes muy difíciles, al menos a mi consideración. Sí creo que son de los más difíciles que hay en el juego. Entonces ya es cuestión de cada quien. Les voy a dejar aquí los dos jefes con las dos peleas completas. Y les voy a dejar también un tiempo para poder darle skip a las peleas. Pero básicamente tenemos que pelear contra estos dos jefes. Estos dos jefes nos van a dar un objeto especial que lo vamos a ocupar más adelante.
Can you already? The lady who sang to the bones has awoken. The skeletal remains on the other side have opened the door to you. They bid you welcome. But beware of the secret they wish to share.
Muy bien, gente, una vez que ya los derrotamos, estos dos jefes nuevos del DLC nos van a dar estas skins. Dos skins. La primer jefe ya me lo había dado, por eso a lo mejor no sale en pantalla. Y esta otra skin. Y aparte estos otros dos objetos que básicamente vienen siendo unos ojos. Y que ahorita les voy a decir para qué nos va a servir. Básicamente tenemos que volver a encontrarnos a este NPC Diosdado. Y básicamente tenemos que completar su misión, que es callar este ruido que estamos viendo aquí en pantalla. Tengo un video dedicado sobre esta misión de Diosdado, es muy fácil la verdad, entonces no voy a entrar tanto en detalle. Una vez que ya hacemos esta misión, vamos a regresar justo donde nos lo topamos por primera vez o donde hablamos por primera vez con él. Y ahí nos va a abrir una puerta secreta que les voy a mostrar aquí en pantalla.
That key of yours that you are carrying. It opens a door that was veiled in ancient illusions many eons ago. Be aware of what sleeps there.
Penitent one of the silent steps, approach this face of pale gold with empty sockets instead of eyes. You stand before the roots of the knotted tree of the three words, for these form the bars of my captivity. They claim that my words are false, and that mine is the face of deception. And for this reason, I have been exiled from my three other brothers, the holy guardian visages. They betrayed me, punished me, and ripped out my eyes, so I could no longer be a witness to the truth. Now there is only infinite darkness around me. May your compassion help you in the search for my stolen golden eyes. One of them can be found in a place inhabited by bone, ash, and song. The other can be found in a dried-up sea, to which ships head to die amidst the terrible thunder. Find my eyes, penitent one, for only then will I be able to reveal my secret to you. Oh, even in this place, beneath so many flaws, I am bedazzled. But blessed be the light whose intensity blinds, for behind it lies always a seed of virtue. Find my other eye, O merciful penitent one. You have found my eyes. Now I can see this terrible place, this prison of what I am,
and have been for so very long. Penitent one, listen carefully. In the most fervent souls, in the most devout hearts, lives the seed that lulls the consciousness and controls the will. They are the links of invisible chains that hail from remote, sacred, and forbidden places, from where the high wills dwell. I am going to give you that which I have been protecting since I was banished from the dream. Here, take it. This is the true heart of your guilty blade. With this heart, you will awaken the true guilt of your sword, enabling you to pierce the hearts shrouded by the miracle's veil. Cast off the chains from the soul whose profession of faith, engraved on her helmet, is the truest, most righteous, and unwavering of all. The soul of Chrysanta, of the rapt agony. And in this way, you will inflict the greatest of all wounds upon her. The wound to the soul. The greatest of all wounds.
Muy bien. Otra razón por la cual también les digo que esto lo hagan ya casi al final, porque básicamente ya de aquí el siguiente paso es toparnos con Chrysanta, que es la que nos vamos a topar o vamos a pelear contra ella justamente antes de encontrarnos contra el jefe final. Entonces vamos a jugar todo el juego completo, a hacer todo normalmente como siempre lo hemos hecho hasta llegar a este punto. Nos vamos a topar con ella, vamos a pelear contra ella, pero vamos a notar que la pelea va a estar un poquito cambiada porque vamos a estar usando el corazón de mi culpa que justamente nos dio ese árbol gigante.
That sword, the high of the three, the high void soul, not wild. touch my soul bitten by the miracle! This pain that I feel, it is deeper, more ancient. The guilt you carry has broken something inside of me. My faith, my soul is wounded. I will now walk to the chapel where it all began, where the first kneeling took place. Your first step towards atonement. Now leave me alone with my deep wound.
Una vez que ya la derrotemos, recuerden que tenemos que usar el corazón que nos acaban de dar, y una vez que usemos este corazón no nos lo podemos quitar. Entonces, otra razón más por la cual les recomiendo que esto lo hagan al final. Vamos a regresar justo donde está el altar de mea culpa, que es donde nos encontramos a Esdras después de cuando lo íbamos a confrontar. Y ahí nos vamos a topar a Crisanta y nos va a dar un objeto más que vamos a ocupar para este DLC.
Something has changed in her. Something unfathomable that escapes my judgment.
Once again, my mask of blindness meets your silent one. Do not worry on my account. The crimson cords protect me from being wounded. It is true, and so. Your sword and you, guilt and penance in Holy Communion, only you both can put an end to this eternal cycle, to this eternal twilight with neither beginning nor end. Penitent one, there is something greater than the Mother Church, greater than the miracle, greater than what I have protected with my life and my faith. It is that which controls the miracle. I am speaking of the Supreme Trinity, the High Wills. They can be found on the other side of the dream, on the path of the eternal processions. But only a soul in supreme suffering can obtain supreme absolution, and thus be able to reach such a place. Now you are marked by the four wounds. The final ascension awaits beyond the throne, beyond the dream. Perform your final penance and make your way to the turned throne. The eternal processions await us on the other side.
Muy bien, gente, una vez que ya hablamos con ella nos va a dar este objeto clave, la Santa Llaga, y básicamente ya de aquí estamos a el último paso de hacer el final verdadero. Lo que tenemos que hacer aquí es seguir los pasos que hicimos para desbloquear el final bueno. Si no saben cuáles son estos pasos, también ya tengo un video aquí dedicado sobre cómo desbloquear el final bueno de Blasphemous, y los voy a dejar por aquí en una tarjetita. Y pues bueno, básicamente después de completar o de derrotar todas estas hordas de enemigos en las estatuas donde purgamos nuestros pecados, pues vamos a ir a confrontar ahora sí al jefe final. Y pues bueno, gente, aquí les voy a dejar ya ahora sí que la última parte de lo que es este final del DLC. Entonces disfruten. Si quieren brincarse las peleas, se las pueden brincar, pero básicamente ya después de aquí es totalmente lo del DLC.
In my guardian I am nothing part no. Now may I
You have freed His Holiness from his afflicted torment, and now he walks by the old processions on the other side of the dream. The cradle of the grievous miracle, the final relic. The grail of blood and gold that emanated from the forehead of the Father as he silently lamented the moment of his blessed twisting. That first relic is here, at the top of the Ashen Mountain, next to the turned throne where His Holiness was kissed by a miraculous pain. And now, your final communion with the miracle awaits. Only you will be able to know how much of it has seeped into your guilty heart.
Here we are, my crimson figure and you, on this side of the dream. The miracle has turned me into a sentinel of its sacred home. This is my new calling. What do you hope to find here that is not the blinding gray light that tempers our wounds, and the vast horizons that extend without end? The path of paths has ended, and with it, so too has your penance. Now let your body, like mine, be bathed in blood. This will be your final resting place, but no one to watch over. There is no point in recoiling from the desires of the all-knowing and all-powerful miracle. This code that is born of my entrails. Is this the death of the soul? Mine? The being? My final task is completed. I will go, and so too will all those who loved me. Now I will sink down here, in this land of clouds, in this realm of dust and glimmering lights.
The Guardian has fallen. The final truth awaits you. The final outrage. Go forward now, through the embroidered mantles towards the light.
Penitent one, who comes into our presence.
Bringing guilt to the most sacred of places, to the most forbidden of temples.
Breaking all laws, and thus desecrating His Holiness himself. We are the High Wills.
For there is no miracle that does not stem from our desire.
That is not our reflection.
That is not our word.
The word that was first made flesh and then sanctified. Penitent one, does not the pale, still light of this vast horizon hurt your eyes?
Of this procession, more ancient than us, that extends out before you without end nor beginning.
Of this brotherhood of grieving souls, held captive by their own condemnation and benediction.
This is the path of the ancient processions, the kingdom that the miracle wove from threads of dreams. A domain where faith would unite in one single, uninterrupted act of adoration.
That would give us light and time.
That would make us eternal.
And higher reaching than the sky itself. You have come to this place to atone for your sins, to put an end to this work.
Destroying our flesh that once was word, and now is but silence.
Making us cast down our eyes, leaving the miracle bereft.
And so the last of our wills is your eternal condemnation. In life and in death, in hunger and in thirst, in sleep and in wakefulness.
Buried under layers of ash, the ash of your flesh, bones and sinew.
Execrated in visage, forgotten in name, forever and ever.
There is no penance that can exonerate this sin. It is the price to pay for the ultimate blasphemy.